Alright guys, welcome back to another match casted by your host Kibbles and Bits. Today's game is a ZVZ, and this is actually game 2. I hope you guys caught game 1 because it was pretty awesome. I'd give it a 7.5 to an 8, but my standards are pretty high because I try not to cast games below a 5, so anything that would be a 5 normally is a 0. So it was a pretty good game between these two teammates, actually, in the bottom 6 o'clock position of Shattered Temple, where this mayhem will unfold, is our Zerg player Liquid Sheth. And his opponent in the 12 o'clock position at MLG Anaheim, oh, I'm sorry, I keep calling it Anaheim, this is MLG Raleigh, is Liquid Ret, guys. And these guys are teammates, so a lot of times, you see play styles you wouldn't typically expand, such as what I see going down right now for Liquid Sheth in the production tab. He is making a 10 pool, folks, and this can be a useful build. It can be a not so useful build. Now he has seen that Ret is not in this position, and he is dropping 2 extractors right now, likely to get up those extra drones, so he's going for a very, very economic 10 pool here. And this 10 pool isn't going, dropping the Overlord now. He hasn't dropped gas, so I am curious to see, maybe he's going for just a little bit of a timing hit before he gets his speed links. That's always a possibility with no gas. So Ret, in the meantime, has been going for a gassed first 14 pool, so pretty standard. In these long distance positions, actually, these Zerglings, I don't even know if they'll arrive before Ret gets out his Zerglings. He may be just fine. So this drone actually coming up and scouting, and it looks like it's going back after not scouting the hatchery. So perhaps Sheth, this is, I like this build a lot out of Sheth, because on a map like Shattered Temple, where you're guaranteed, because this is MLG Shattered Temple, you're guaranteed not close spawns. Sheth goes for this very economic 10 pool where if Ret had taken a hatchery first, and he probably knows his teammate pretty well, maybe, Ret does do that a lot. If he had taken a hatchery first, Sheth may have probably he would have with that 10 pool been able to just put an instant stop to Ret's pool there, or to his hatchery, and completely set Ret back. But the case is that Ret did not in fact do that. So these Zerglings are going to be very quickly repelled, and it wasn't. But what's cool here is that if Ret had gone, the whole point of this build was that if Ret had gone for hatchery first, Sheth would have shut it down. And because he didn't go for hatchery first, Sheth's not that far behind. Look at the worker count, 15 to 16. He just got his first larva spit completed, and Ret's larva spit was about 12 seconds. So his larva's about 12 seconds ahead of Sheth's, which is a good amount. Ret is definitely ahead at this point, although the food wouldn't indicate it because Ret is not spending his money. Bad Ret. Bad Ret. Are you saving for an expansion? What are you doing? 300 minerals. Why are you pulling so much money, Ret? He has dropped a baneling nest at this point. And it looks as if Ret wants to get pretty aggressive against this build, which is not necessarily a bad decision at all. I really like this play out of Ret. He gets his speedlings completed, and that means all of these Zerglings from Sheth very well may die here and now. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Ret may be able to wrap up this game almost immediately. Sheth really paying for that 10 pool at this point is now going to be a little behind. He has no tech whatsoever to battle these imminent banelings that are about to be morphed in from Ret. And it looks like Ret may be able to wrap this game up in the next moment or two. Morphing in 3 banelings right now. He's got enough money to warp in a lot more banelings, but I don't like this decision to target down. Oh, okay. He targeted down that queen, folks, because he did not want to allow an easy wall off. Ret choosing to morph in those banelings in a very obvious position. A lot of times you go for morphing banelings up here in order to secretly get banelings, but Ret went for that and was being followed with those Zerglings by that queen. So those banelings were instantly spotted. It revealed Ret's tech route, so Sheth instantly dropped a baneling nest in response to seeing those banelings, but it looks like here's where he's going to make the push. And the question is Sheth going to be able to buy himself enough time to get his own banelings out? One of the banelings going down on only 2 Zerglings. Great wall-off execution there by Sheth. That was absolutely incredible. Now he's trying to kill this queen and get inside of this base. He needs to make sure this baneling is used absolutely excellently. Wow, great baneling going down there by by Rhett, but now all the Banelings finish for Sheth, and all these Zerglings are pretty much doomed to die. Behind this, Rhett is trying to expand, and that could just mean absolute disaster for Rhett, as right now, yes, Sheth is reinforcing this with Zerglings, as he should. Rhett does have enough gas to warp in. Yeah, he's going to warp in Banelings, but he has enough gas to make plenty of Banelings, but he has no minerals right now because he is continuing to mine gas with 3 drones. A little bit of a, you know, a misappropriation of resources there. So trying to strike in Rhett here, but it's not really going to happen. He should have tried to wall off there. There he goes. Morphing in 2 more Banelings right now, but these may be too little too late. This queen is going to go down. It's the only queen he has. He's actually spawning another queen right now, so yeah, there go all of the units, and he's going to be able to just pick these apart, these Banelings. Actually, he's going to be able to kill them before they even morph, and here come all the Banelings into his worker line. One of the Banelings pops on all of these drones. All these drones now sitting at no hit points whatsoever, and actually, Rhett Zerglings do go down, so this game kind of falling apart for Rhett, and it looks like he is, in fact, going to lose this. So, wow, what a game between these two guys. Rhett really started to fall apart right here when he, and also, when you expand behind this build, you should always, always, always take one of your workers off gas. You're going to be short on minerals at that point, and you need to recover the 300 minerals that you put into this hatchery. That's why we see him pulling 300 gas at the end of this game. He also was not reinforcing with any units. I did not check. Maybe he droned up behind that, but he did have a great position. He made all the right decisions, to be honest with you. But the reason he paid for making the right decisions is because he executed everything wrongly. He had those 2 Banelings. He should have morphed in my honest opinion, many more than 2 Banelings. He had mined so much gas at that point, and could have used it to just, honestly, just overpower Sheth. But he only morphed 2 Banelings, and they popped in, I'm actually going to rewind this, they popped in the worst possible position. Let me make sure I get the exact point. So here's where the Banelings go in. And if we take a look at how he uses these Banelings, this Baneling actually comes up, and great play by Sheth. Look at this Zergling. It is on hold position, and he comes up here and puts 2 of these Zerglings on hold position, and Rhett trying to lead with the Banelings and get the Banelings into there to kill these Zerglings, but Sheth's just going to have none of that. He literally makes a wall off with 2 Zerglings. One of the Banelings ends up popping there, and he ends up just making a big mess of things down here and giving Sheth the time he needs. You know, I don't know if that was a bad play by Rhett as much as it was. But right here, I would have liked to seen Rhett pull back and morph in like 9 Banelings right here while he has Lings coming to reinforce. But unfortunately, yes, he did drone behind this, so that is the reason that... Actually, he only made 1 drone. He made 8 Zerglings, but missing a reinforcement wave in that case, because he certainly should have had units making right here. And he does not. He doesn't make units for a very long time. And that's why that 1 Zergling, you know, that went down would have been like 10 Zerglings. But we literally see that he did not reinforce this attack at all, and that's honestly why it fell apart. So, yeah, he missed the reinforcement Zerglings, and that's completely what killed him this game. I mean, he's not making anything. He's so focused on his micro. Still not making those Zerglings. And if those Zerglings had come down, I honestly believe he would have won this game. So I think that is what did in Rhett. He probably felt really bad about that, because those Zerglings, you know, would be arriving right now. They'd be arriving right now, and he could be morphing many Banelings to deal with this smaller force of Sheth. So honestly, so excellent, such excellent play from Sheth. Just absolutely immaculate play right there. So great game between these two guys, and let's move on to game 3. Let's see who takes this series. 1-1 now, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna win?